Hi everyone, my name is Charles Rather. Welcome again to our channel. Again, I'm the managing partner of AMIGOS Group, where we focus on business immigration, investment, business, and other means of getting temporary or permanent residency here in the U.S. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more detail about the AMIGOS Act. And if you've looked at some of our other videos and posts on this topic, our predictions have turned out to be relatively correct, meaning even though it's almost summer 2023, at least from our experience and our experience with speaking with our partners and other people involved with E2 visas and second citizenships, the terms and conditions of the AMIGOS Act, at least how we understand them, are not being applied at the consulates. So that's actually quite good news. When the AMIGOS Act came out in December 2022, it scared a lot of people who were in the process or who had already acquired a second passport, generally through investments, commonly being, Grenada, Turkey, some European countries as well, where people are able to acquire a passport in those jurisdictions based on some kind of investments that they make in that country. And so when the AMIGOS Act came out in December 22, it got a lot of people scared. But the reality is things are not as bad as we thought and a lot of people thought. And in fact, our predictions are still proving to be correct, that the terms of the AMIGOS Act are still not being applied. We don't know exactly why. Could be that the consulates are still working out the procedures and the internal processes and training manuals to train consular officers how to apply it. Maybe they don't even agree with it, or maybe they themselves don't know how to apply it, because I have to admit how the law is written, it's pretty vague and could be interpreted in a lot of ways. So where is my optimism coming from? First of all, as I mentioned in earlier videos of ours, earlier this year, I think January, February 2023, we had a client who had acquired a Grenadian passport relatively recently in the middle of 2022. And he had actually filed just before the AMIGOS Act was passed. He got approved earlier this year. No problems, no questions, no really questions about, did he have 3 years of residency or domicile in Grenada? Nothing like that. He had a good case. He followed our directions. He rented an apartment in Grenada, lived there for a while before filing for the visa and stuff like that. So he was a, perfect kind of client in terms of following his attorney's directions. But even more recently, in April of this year, we had clients who had acquired Turkish passports through their citizenship by investment program in Turkey, whereby if you buy a house there for a minimum amount, you can acquire citizenship. So they literally had gotten their citizenship out of them maybe a couple months before. They went to the Dominican Republic and they were successful there. So we are still standing by our position that at least for the foreseeable future, despite the terms of the AMIGOS Act, people who have acquired second citizenship in such places as Grenada, Turkey, at least from our personal experience, and I've heard of several similar experiences from other attorneys, that at this point, AMIGOS Act is not a hindrance to them acquiring an E2 visa. So we strongly recommend our clients who are considering that to go forward. Look at some of our other videos as well, where we talk about some other workarounds for the AMIGOS Act. So if, for example, if and when they start applying this 3-year domicile requirement, we have some very good life hacks how to get around those requirements as well. And those are successful as well in helping our clients secure their E2 visa. Stay with us, subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you in the near future.